Now pardon me as I just do my last few things, and then we'll get to the game. There we go. There. Hey, Rain! At the Rain, thanks for showing up, thanks for coming. And I think I am just about ready to get this started. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Here we go. And yes, we are using the big screen for this. Because I plan on putting this on YouTube, on my YouTube account, because I need to start using my YouTube account more often. Alright. So, yes, we left off right here. Right here, I talked to one of the guys in the back alley about this one guy that vanished. This one guy who vanished, but came to me personally, and he has a sack over his head, and he says he's trying to protect me. Not sure why. He says something big is going to happen, but he's going to try to keep me alive, because I'm important. Tee hee hee. But anyway, also, how's everything been with you, Thorane? I hope the days have been treating you good, and your job isn't overworking you. Alright, but yes. I talked to the one guy. He said there was going to be a strike, but I'm not going to tell my cousin about that because, yeah, that puts him at risk. There are people that I can talk to as of right now. This will depict how probably the rest of the episode is going to go. Now, I'm going to treat Stella as if she is the love interest. But Kanika seems to also be a possible love interest, as the game is putting it, because I texted her privately, and the game is treating it as if I flirted with her, even though I didn't. I just said, hey, how you doing? How's everything? What's his name? His name okay, but the game is treating that as if that was a flirt. What job? Oh, you don't have a job no more? Sorry to hear that, Thorane. Hopefully you get one better than the last one you have. The last one you had was giving you stress, buddy. And then there's Avery. Avery, I can barely remember Avery. I think that was the doctor. But my plan is I'm just gonna go to Stella. Yeah, because Stella's gonna be the main thing. But just to see what happens, I made sure to save to this point. I'm gonna see what the interacting with these two is gonna be like. Because since I am a charisma type, a both street smart hot, not a hot guy, but just a hot, I'm gonna see if that affects my interactions. Oh wow, just the Twitch mod actually censored the one part of your sentence there, Rain. Here. Accused of that in the restroom. Wowie zowie, okay. Who knows whether that was true or not, shouldn't matter. But for now, I want to go see Kanika, but I feel like seeing Kanika would be too pleasant of an experience. Kanika is kind of cool. So let me start with Avery. Or Avery. I should pronounce it Avery. The diner is busy, but its vibe is different than it was on Monday. Its atmosphere muted and serious. The miners glance up at you with suspicion, with the exception of Isaacs, who does his best to avoid eye contact. Hey, good to see you alive and well. You caught me at a good time. Break just started. Oh, the diner server. Okay, I forgot his name. I heard about what happened last night. The diner has been buzzing all morning, so I've been hearing a lot of things. Seems like those fellows back there are getting pretty riled up. It might be a good idea to give them some privacy, especially considering, you know, who you're related to. How about we take some biscuits to go? There's a little garden next door. I think you might like it. I like it. I like it anyway. I only came to see you anyways. A little alone time sounds wonderful. Ah, but I want to know what's going on. Good idea, as long as there's biscuits. Because I'm a charisma type, and I'm a hot, I'm going to say hot things to him. I only came by to see you anyways. A little alone time sounds wonderful. You want to hang out with me? What a coincidence. I was hoping to hang out with you today too. 2 biscuits to go, if you don't mind, Sal. The sour-faced cook nods and sets a box on the counter. See ya, Aunt Winnie. Don't get my Avery into any trouble, Anthony. I heard about what you've been getting up to, and if anything happens to them, you'll learn the true wrath of a southern woman. We'll be sticking around the neighborhood unless a sinkhole opens up. I can't imagine much trouble to get into. And this is the spot. It's a public garden I've been putting together. Oh, public. And you've been putting it together yourself? Nice. It was just an empty lot when I first moved here, but Winnie said it's okay for me to mess with it. So when I'm stuck in a rut with work or music, I come here and dig around in the dirt, just organizing the chaos for a little while. But I don't think we came here to talk about my side projects. I've been hearing some absolutely wild stuff about last night. I mean, I don't know how much you overheard in the diner, but it seems like the Myers are planning a strike. Some of them have been saying the old mine is haunted too, that ghosts caused the collapse, and that there's some guy walking around claiming to be a dead man. Things are pretty hush about the collapse, but you guys were down there last night, weren't you? What happened? I just told me this about the strike, and I'm not telling him that. Bill Avery on last night. Actually, I did come here to talk about subjects. Fill him in. Let me just fill him in. You do your best to sound sane as you fill Avery in on all the details about what happened in the mines. The knocking, the ghostly figures in the dust and light, the strange episode with the stone, and of course, the violent way it all ended. Holy shit, I've been here for years. Nothing like that's ever happened. It's like this town has it out for you. It must be my scarlet blood. It's like a curse or something. Yeah, all that. I guess you should have stayed in the Hearts and Steel. Scarlet Hollows clearly has a bone to pick with you. Family, am I right? Sucks that just sharing genetics with somebody is enough to inextricably tie you together forever, even beyond the grave. It's fine though. I like to roll with the punches. I enjoy the challenge. Would be bad to say that I've actually been having a good time this week. I wish someone would help me leave. Do you regret moving here now that everything is going to hell? It's fine though, I roll with the punches. Cool and collected, of course. I'm sure you're used to excitement living in Hearts and Steel. But it's been a nice change of pace for things. Things are actually happening here. I mean, those things are awful, don't get me wrong, no question about that. But I'm just saying, if anything happens, come find me. I want to know all about it. I just wished I weren't hearing about it secondhand. Seems like that's how I hear about a lot of things in town. I guess I should be glad I haven't been in the middle of all that. But I kind of want to know what those ghost miners looked like, you know? I want to have seen those awful little things that live in the woods. It's not like I'm hoping anything else happens, but if you get the feeling that it might, drop me a line, alright? Wow, I must sound like I got a screw loose, but I swear this is just what boredom does to the people. Anybody else would feel the same. You want to trade places with me? Flirt. This is just flirt. It's not a hot thing, this is a flirt thing, so I don't feel like saying this. Want to trade... Hold on, isn't this... Wait, why is this one flirt, but this one's normal, but it's the same thing? Let me say it, but not as a flirt, I guess. You can be the stranger who just came into town and brought hell with them, and I can serve up the best biscuits in the country. You know, we probably have more in common than you'd think. A few years ago, I was the stranger who rolled into town, minus the hell part. Winnie was more welcoming than Tabitha, but other folks, not so much. It's like Scarlet was a huge city, but you'd think I came from somewhere else like New York. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. A quiet breeze passes over you. I guess it is how it's said, yeah. And now, just explore. Explore just means being inquisitive and whatnot. Is everything in this garden yours? I mean, technically, it's a public garden, but yeah, pretty much every piece of green you see here is something I planted myself. Once my house filled up, I had to direct all my energy somewhere, so I put all of it into a vacant lot next to the diner. I didn't make the frames from the benches, that was Julius, but everything was on me. A lot of these are native plants that were already growing in the lot, though I couldn't help but add a few of my personal faves. Hydrogenas and begonias, and that sort of thing, and plenty of beds for edible plants. Oh yeah, nice edible plants. Oh, quickly, there's an ad break coming up, just to warn y'all. I have ads now since I am an affiliate, so yeah, I made sure to put up some ads. I try to make the ads as spread out as possible. They just last like a minute and 30 seconds though. So yeah, we have a minute and a half ad in 10 seconds. So yeah, grab some water, grab a snack, whatever you need to do. I will not read until the ad break is over. Go ahead and take your time. You can do it, take your time, do it right, you can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Nice. Boy, oh my. Let me drink some of my liquids while I'm at it. I have my tea. It took me an extra couple minutes to start stream, even though I clicked the start stream button, because I wanted to get myself some iced tea. I have a bunch of slices of lemon in this tea. But yeah, I had to fill this cup. I have a cup from In-N-Out, actually, if anyone can hear me, a cup from In-N-Out. It's filled with slices of lemon from In-N-Out. I filled like a third of the cup with lemon slices. And now there's a big chunk of frozen tea in the middle of it, because I have frozen tea in my freezer. And then I filled the rest up with regular normal cold tea. All right. Okay. Now, there we go. Ad break should have ended by now. Let me continue. So, yeah. And I'm about to put in a bunch of mums with the seasons changing. What are mums? I don't know what mums are. What are mums? Just doesn't feel like autumn without them. Who's Julius? You know, the guy who sits in the back of the diner, always has a newspaper? That's Julius. Didn't get any? Didn't get any what? Any tea? I know I got tea. Oh, what the heck is this? Hello there, Tognatia. Twitch viewer stream promotions? You didn't get any ads? Huh. Neat. Odd, because I have it set. I set it to warn me whenever an ad is about to happen, but if you didn't see it, good for you. Probably because you have Amazon Prime. He lives out on the farms, but the diner is practically his second home. He's usually there every day, reading his newspaper and drinking at least a pot's worth of coffee. Not sure where he is today, though. Must have something else going on. Are you friends with him? Does he have a job? He seems deeply unpresent. I guess I get what you've seen him. I love a tough nut too. Are you friends with him? He's a bit of a strange dude. I'm not sure if I could call him a friend, though I'd like to. He's more like some sort of misanthropic wish-granting gnome. I can't say I talked much to the guy when I first got here, even though he is in there so often. But one day I was chatting with Winnie about how I was looking for a bench for the garden, and the next morning there it was. Actually, a few people I watch, I get ads, some I don't, and when they say there should be ads. Huh. Strange. But oh well, there's no ads, and there's nothing to worry about. I could just say I get ads. Alright, a hand-carved bench sitting in the garden. I thought it must have been Winnie, but that day I thought it must have been Winnie, but that day when I brought Julius a coffee, he asked me if I liked the bench. I said yes, and he grumbled, "You're welcome," before going back to his paper. He did it a lot after that. I'd mentioned something I needed to Winnie, and sure enough, the next day, it was waiting in the garden. Julius and I talk a little more these days, and I've even been to his house to help him out. Seemed only fair, trading some pruning work and yard work for some garden beds. But he's a man of few words. He strikes me as a bit of a loner. Maybe he feels some kind of kindred connection between us, I don't know. Sounds like he secretly has a heart of gold. I guess I get what you see in him. I love a tough nut too. Nice, you get it. There's something about winning over a curmudgeon. What the heck is a curmudgeon? Curmudgeon. Feels like an accomplishment. I count myself lucky to be one of the few people he's willing to be friendly with. Do lots of folks come here? I come here, and that's enough for me. Handful of other folks every now and then, too. What do you honestly think of this town? It seems like you've made a lot of good friends here. You mentioned music when you first got here. I am a musician. Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? I shouldn't ask too many questions, considering this isn't a route that I plan on actually going. I shouldn't ask too many questions. I shouldn't linger on them. I just want to see what happens. So, when's your shift start? Back up, enjoy the quiet moment, experience an awkward silence. I do want to ask if he plays music, though. Let me ask that. Are you a musician? Yeah, I got a SoundCloud and everything. It's pretty much what I want to do with the rest of my life, whether it winds up being profitable or not. What do you play? Synths. I've got 3 of them. I'd have more, but I promised myself I'd only add the collection when I master the ones I already have. I started with bass guitar, though. Don't ask me why, the bass just called to me. I love to hear your stuff sometimes. Aw, thanks, I'll send you the link. But you'll hear some of at the party this Saturday if you swing by. Also, don't worry, if it's not your kind of thing, I don't expect everyone I know vibe with to go with it. No pressure. So yeah, let me go back to this. I think I'm fine with all these questions. You should, in this game, apparently, you shouldn't ask too many questions. You really shouldn't say everything that can be said, because sometimes you'll end up saying the wrong thing. And that could ruin a relationship or ruin a path, that's what this game told me. So when does your shift start back up? Before Avery can answer, your phone buzzes in your pocket. Almost forgot it's Major Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check out over with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wow, that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. That's a lot of texts. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Gonna meet the mayor and tell him there's a curse? Just gonna get Stella making plans for Jimmy Day. Why is everyone jazzed about meeting the mayor? Just folks playing for the day. It's Mayor Jimmy Day? Oh, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. He's one of the best parts of living here, honestly. I've still got a little bit of time to kill before my shift starts back up, and I'm sure Aunt Winnie won't mind. Let's go get over there before there's too much of a crowd. Head for the library. Okay, I just got an achievement for spending time with Avery. So, yes. So this is probably when everybody just meets up. Okay, so that's what happens when I spend time with Avery. So let me load. Let me, I guess, save stuff, I guess you would call it. That's what happens if I spend time with Avery. Now I'm gonna see what happens when I spend time with Kanika. You follow directions to Kanika. Directions Kanika texted you. You soon find yourself in a disused parking lot, hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. Hey, Anthony. Sorry if this is a weird place to hang out. I'm, taking a mental health day. I kinda need some space from the store. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. Explore, hot, you look fine as hell, whoa, you sick? Do you think something might happen in the mines made you sick? What's going on with you and your folks? Sounds like you're having some sort of argument. It sounds like miners are going on strike. I'm not gonna say that. How are you doing after last night? So, ghost hunting. You and my cousin don't seem to get along. Be quiet. Okay, I am a hot, so I'm going to say hot things. You still look fine as hell. You casually wink at her. Wink your face. Trying to lay down the charm on me. Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. Do you think that something in the mines made you sick? How are things with you and your folks? How are things with you and your folks? That was my main concern. Like, when I texted her on the last stream, I was really concerned with everybody else she's talking to. So, yeah, how's everything with you and your folks? She sighs. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama on you. I'm usually, like, when I play VR chat, I used to get trauma dumped on a lot, and now I really don't care for it. But I like to be a good friend. I like to be a good friend. So, yeah. Lay it on me. I'm a fiend for drama. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a fiend for drama. I'm not a fiend for drama. I'm here for you. Lay it on me. Thanks, Anthony. I really appreciate it. Especially since you were there last night. You'll really get it. So many people having such a close call like that. There's no way to really imagine how it feels until it's happened to you. So after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like the whole mine collapse was my fault in particular. And Mom didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, saying he's young and allowed to make mistakes that I could never dream of getting with. When we told her what happened, she just said that same shit she always does about family and getting along and sent us to bed with tea. Her favorite method of conflict resolution. As if a little hot leaf water ever really helped anybody. What's the deal with her and tea anyways? Is that it? It doesn't sound too bad. I'm sorry, that sucks. I don't know how you deal with these people. Your fault, that's rich. What's the deal with her and tea? I'm not gonna say this. Tea is good. Tea is great. Tea is amazing. Tea helps your mood, it helps your body, depending on what herbs you use, what leaves you put into it, what kind of sweetener you use. It really helps you. It can lighten the mood and help lighten your body. Is that it? That doesn't sound too bad. Like, I kind of want to say this. Is that it? That doesn't sound too bad. But, she's probably not going to be feeling it the way I'm feeling it. Your fault? That's rich, because, yeah. How can it be your fault? It's a cave collapsing. You cannot cause a cave to collapse on itself. Right? It kind of boiled over this morning, though. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off into the mine, saying that if I had been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten into trouble. Like I'm supposed to be in charge of a sullen teenager every second of the day. While working. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid, or the store, or the million other things I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life, and I'm wasting them in this dying town, keeping a store afloat while my mom just messes around with the little herbs or whatever. I made it out of here, damn it. I gotten into grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honors and everything. But Dad died and I came back for the funeral. Then I had to stick around just to help Mom sort out a few things. First it was a month, then 2, and now here I am, over a year later, with those few things became my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could, I'd just drive this van all the way to the coast, lie down on a beach, and never come back. What about Stella? I want to say the street smart thing, but let me just explore. What about Stella? Stella, I should spend more time with her. And street smart. Sounds like your family is holding you back on purpose. Like they're scared that if you leave, you'll never come back again. They'll crumble without you. And they have no right to hold you back like this. And they probably would. They're your family. Don't you want to help them? You should leave right now. You should leave right now, and then you should take me with you. They have no right to hold you back like this. They be supportive of her in particular. You have no idea how much I needed to hear that. They really make me feel nuts sometimes, just for wanting to live my own life, to want to make my decisions about my future instead of the future of my family. Just like because I was born into this family, I should have settled with all its responsibilities. I should just leave. Maybe tomorrow. Still, I made all those ghost hunting plans. I can't just skip out on her like that. But yeah, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. God. And of course, I feel like an asshole for talking about all this now, the morning after the mine collapse. But I guess that's what pushed all of this over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question the direction of your life has taken, right? Flirt. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. If you're leaving, take me with you. Why leave tomorrow, though? If you're serious about getting out of here, you should do it today. Do you think you're contagious? Do you think something... Why is that still an option? Why is this still an option at this point? You're still contagious when she said he was coming down with something. But honestly, I think something terrible is going to happen to her if she tries to leave. Because this is a horror game. And anyone who, says, I'm one day away from retiring or something like that is always the one who dies. But yeah, let me flirt with her. She deserves to be flirted with. Because come on, look at her. She's gorgeous. I'll flirt with her. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. Oh, you're right. I guess some good things can come from messed up situations. Dooba-dooba-doo. You guys don't seem to get along very well. I do want to know about this. I want to know about this. You and my cousin don't seem to get along very well. I would like to know about this. That's putting it lightly, but yeah, sometimes you don't get along with people. You have to ask. I think she's a repugnant, selfish human being to her core. And she's being a big jerk too. Oh, that's it. She respects you, right? Told me herself. Did she do something to you? This seems personal. She and Stella seem like they're close, or at least they used to be. Have you ever thought that you're the one being the jerk? You really need to cut her some slack. She went after those kids with me yesterday, even putting herself in danger to do that. First, let me say this. She respects you. That's cute. I didn't think it was possible for me to think any less of her. Oh, really? Pfft. Did she do something to you? It seems personal. Besides her general bad attitude, no, she hasn't necessarily done anything to me. But her mom tried to buy the general store out from under my dad more times than he could count. She was an absolute snake of a woman, and the apple didn't fall far from the tree, judging by how Tabitha treats the miners. If I weren't here, I'm sure the store would already belong to the Scarlets. There's no way my mom or Miles would have the backbone to stand up to her. Just another way this town manages to keep its nasty little hooks in me. She and Stella seem like they're close, or at least they used to be. Yeah, I don't know what Stella saw in her, but they got pretty close in high school. I was taking a lot of online AP classes, so I wasn't around like I used to be, but maybe it's my fault they wound up hanging out so much. It seemed like they were always together, but by the time I got back into town, they didn't seem to be talking anymore. Never really got the whole picture of what happened there, but thank God it meant I didn't have to see that woman all the time. Maybe Stella brought out the better side of her. Maybe, but whatever side she might have been, I'm sure as hell haven't seen it. Let's see here. Should cut her some slack. She went after those kids with me yesterday. Yeah, because she didn't want to get sued by their parents. You were there when she said those exact words. When someone says who they are, you should listen to them, even if it's inconvenient for how you'd like to see them. I guess. Well, how are you doing after last night aside from the family stuff? Not great if you couldn't tell by now. At least I was able to get some sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely feel like I got any rest at all. Now I've got a raging headache. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Before things got heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery, rejuvenation. It must have been caffeinated or something because it did not help me fall asleep. But it's kind of helping me with the headache. At least it tastes good. What about you? Normal? I feel lucky just to be alive. Normal. You sure about that? I don't know if most people who are feeling normal say it quite like that. But hey, at least you seem to be holding it together. We'll make sure to have a chill day today. We'll just hang out with friends and have some fun trying to look for ghosts that don't exist. Or maybe don't exist. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to question my fundamental understanding of how the world works. Let's see. Let's see. If you're leaving tomorrow, I leave tomorrow though. You should do it today. Jeez, I'm starting to sweat here in my room again. Damn. I'm trying to keep my air conditioner off as long as possible, but I've only had it off for what, less than an hour, and I'm already getting kind of steamy. Oof. Let me just go with this. If you're leaving, take me with you. We'll see. How about do it today? I can't let Stella down like that. And before you say anything, this is different than the stuff with my family. I like Stella. Well, alright. So, ghost hunting. That's why I'm still here, right? Can't wait to find whatever leaky pipe or slanted floor or bad insulation made it seem like the place was haunted. It's like a puzzle, you know? You're right, and I still think there's a rational explanation. What if ghosts are just a red herring? What if it's actually because of aliens? If there's a ghost, I hope it's really scary. If I see a ghost tonight, I'm going to have a panic attack. I'm just going to look forward to helping Oscar feel safe in the house. Looking forward to helping Oscar feel safe. Whether it's a ghost or not, I want to help him and mostly feel comfortable moving back in. Same here. The poor kid. I just hope this hasn't been too traumatic for her. And I don't feel like saying these things, so just share a quiet moment. Phone buzzes, you reach for at the same time. It's Major Jimmy Day. Okay, so this is when we get the text. I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. It's almost like we just went through a traumatic event or something and I'm on top of my schedule. But Stella's right, this gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Mayor Jimmy's awful cute. No, the mayor just ruined our moment. I'm going to have a few words with him. I'm gonna say the hot thing. I'm gonna always say the hot thing. Ruined our moment. I don't think he'll be very receptive. It doesn't really matter though. There'll be plenty of time for us to have another moment a bit later. Anyways, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, and then I've got dinner at Ree's. Then we can do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really needed that distraction. Shall we? And go to the library. Okay, so that's what happens when we spend time with Kanika. I just got an achievement for that. Now we're gonna go back again. And now it says I can slip back into the store and spend time with the cousin, but I don't want to do that. I don't even want to look at what happens if I do that. So let me just go straight to Stella's, because that's my main thing. My main thing is to outright spend time with Stella. Stella is going to be my love interest for this game, for this playthrough. So let me go through some things with her. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Hi, Stella. No, I'm not going to yell. Just knock like a normal person. Knock again louder. Renewed your effort immediately. Met sound of an excited Gretchen. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from the doorway. Oh yeah, you got bags under your eyes a bit. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in. A lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. Is that an actual kitty cat? Is that an actual kitty cat, or is that just a holder for the sponge? I noticed that this little cat thing is kind of a cleaner drawing than everything else. Huh? What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits, maybe just a classic scramble. I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. Offering biscuits after I've had one of Winnie's. Got some secret family recipe. Maybe. I never said they'd be as good as Winnie's, but I certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. Biscuits, can't go wrong with a good scramble. Toaster waffle, can you pick something up for me? I don't want to burn the free will. I'm not actually hungry. Let's go at pancakes. Can't go wrong with pancakes. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Alright, let's get started. Cute jumpsuit, you look great. Yeah, look at her. I have not seen her wear this outfit before. Looks like my work outfit. It's a jumpsuit because we're ghost hunting. Let's do it. You'll have to tell me what to do. Hot. I am a hot. So let me pick the hot option. Cute jumpsuit, you look great. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't pick it out just for you. Aw, thanks. This used to be my lucky get-up from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. But the kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on the food? I'm starving. Yeah, let's do it. Pancakes are pretty easy. The real challenge is not burning them. And not undercooking them either. Yeah, you want to make sure the pancake is brown. Not white on each side. Not black on each side. Brown on each side. Also, nice curve. That's a nice curve you got right there. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. At the same time, damn. You gotta be really bad at cooking to do that. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. And, if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Actually, can I have an egg too? Have fun with that. Not a fan of eggs. Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like them over easy. Anyway, seems like you've gotten an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happen while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I caught up with this miner with yesterday, Isaacs, before coming here. I bought at the general store. Tabby's planning on babysitting me all day. Not a whole lot happened. Got caught up with a miner from yesterday. Oh yeah? What did he have to say about things? The miners are going on strike. Sounds like that collapse yesterday was the last straw. He says Tabitha and Perlan did something to Wayne. Whoever has been calling Wayne sounds so different from the person Isaacs knew. He didn't really have anything to say. Oh, I'm not gonna say he told me about the strike because I don't want that circling back to me. So says maybe Tabitha Perlan did something to Wayne. Maybe he is a ghost. No, Tabby doesn't have it in her to kill someone. She's not that kind of person. Perlan, though. Whoever's been calling Wayne sounds so different from the person Isaacs know. It's hard to think of the guy as a drinking buddy with a sense of humor. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. I have to imagine I'd lose my winning charm if whatever happened to him. Still pauses and shudders. Best not to think about it. So yeah, I'm not saying this. That's pretty much it. Cool, thanks for the update. Did I miss anything else this morning? I met Bo at the general store this morning. Poor guy, how's he doing? Apparently, Big Betty's gone missing. Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just disappear? Other than that, it seems like he's hanging in there. Yeah, just hanging in there. Stella has nothing in response. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to slip off while she was picking up tea. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running into terror from the monster of the day. Quickly. I want to save right here. And let me just take a moment to look at controls, because there's something I do want to do. What's that? H there. And I want to make a quick screenshot. Oh, let me do that without the mouse. Right there. No, H. And screenshot. There we go. Alright, because, yeah, this looks nice. Not a whole lot has really happened after that. Well, no news is probably good news, right? Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't actually run into any more of those monsters. Any more of those ditchlings. I would have figured what this game would have been all about. Are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight? As long as it's with you, I'm down. Yeah, I'm ready, but you better stay close in case I get scared. I'm the man. She should be the one saying that. I'm pumped, whatever happens, it's scary. After everything that's been through, blah 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 blah. I'm going to say the hot thing. I'm going to say the hot thing. As long as it's with you. As long as it's with you, I'm down for anything. Honestly, same. It's hard to believe we've only known each other for a couple days. And hey, if there's anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it'll be as much appreciated breather. Unless you count Tommyknocker as a ghost. Or Wayne. Eggs are done, time for pancakes. I was hoping, yeah, From the way I hear the sizzling, the amount of sizzling, like I'm really hoping that the eggs didn't burn, because damn, that's a lot of sizzling. Y'all hear this? Hear this? Listen, listen, listen. Y'all hear this amount of sizzling? And she's only cooking 2 eggs at the moment. 2 eggs. Shouldn't be this much sizzling for this long. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour and whisking quickly to combine the ingredients. And now we pray to the pancake gods for the perfect stack. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. Tabitha, do you think you'll always live here? What happened to your parents? You and Kanika? Seems like you and Kanika hang out anymore. How's the food coming? Let me explore all of this. Tabitha. I'm sorry, Tabitha's kind of a jerk to you. Why are you still bothered with Tabitha? Why do you harass my cousin? Ooh, street smart. You and Tabitha give off a bit of an exes vibe. Heh, is it that obvious? I guess you could say we kind of dated. It was never really official, and she might tell a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. Hey, yo, hey, I'm the type, hey. Do you still have feelings for her? So, you play for left field then? What was it like dating her? Do you have feelings for her? In case I haven't made it blindly obvious, I'm interested in someone else. If you're talking about who I think you're talking about, I'm sure the feeling is mutual. Ayy. Oh yeah? Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll have to make a move soon before someone else snatches him up. Yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should. Ayy. You play for left field then? Maybe more like center. Oh, bisexual. Perfect. I'm into all kinds of people, and if that's what you're asking. What was it like dating her? What did you ever see in her? Why'd you two split? Cool. I think the main thing is, why did you two split? I think that's a good question I'd like to ask. I wish I knew, but it just stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. Triple dot. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was, well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face narrows in concentration, and she raised herself to flip the pancake. Nailed it! The perfect flip. You're a great team. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought about moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself living for the right reasons. Or for the right person. What happened to your parents? Stella tenses. Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Oh, that's sad. Not much to be said. Do you ever try to go back to school after that? Stares down at the breakfast, food sizzling away in the pan. No, didn't have to. Like I said, I inherited this house, so it's not like I needed to worry about where I live or how I get by. Taking you to college, were you in the car? That's why you've been nervous around cars? I'm so sorry. Sorry I brought it up. Just say I'm sorry. It's okay, it happened. Nothing I can do about that. Can we talk about something else, though? Yeah, we can talk about something else. It means a lot to me that you care. I just really don't like talking about this. Yeah, okay. Sure. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more more the past couple days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice. How's the food coming? Funny you should ask, looks like we're done here. And with that, breakfast is served. And look, I didn't burn any of them. Perfect. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I would impress my guests with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you are interrupted by the phone alarm going off. Oh, and this is the part where we get told about the mayor. Oh shit, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and start talking about ghosts. Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Oh good, we can warn him about the coming danger. Why is the mayor, such an excitement event to you? Why is it such an event? You'll see. Let's finish up and head over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Oh, did you see those pancakes just vanish? Those pancakes disappeared. Damn. You and Stella make your way to the former town hall. Ooh, excuse me. Now, Scarlet Hollow's library. It's surprisingly busy. A small crowd formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting for Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Anthony to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? He's a dog. I'm sorry, what? Mayor Jimmy. You can tell this dog is the mayor from this little sash on and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He looks so serious. Look how serious he looks. And the dog is the mayor. I am starting to really regret not getting the ability to talk to animals at the beginning of the game. And I'm noticing there are pictures on the wall of other dogs wearing suits. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with curious intensity. He knows you have something. Boiled peanuts? Save. Because, yeah, I've never given these boiled peanuts to anybody besides the raccoons. Because I feel like giving these peanuts to anybody would be mean. But since this dog knows I have something in my pocket, I want to see what happens. And if this turns out badly, I'll just reload my save. Offer him a campaign contribution. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor nose twitches eagerly at strong order, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it! His security detail tries to tear it away from him, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating or touching pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay. And I got an achievement for that, too. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. Okay, let me go back. Because I sincerely do not want to give old boiled peanuts to the dog, because I don't know. Oops. Well, shit, I just accidentally saved. Well, shit. Never mind, then. Shake his paw. Lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but purely security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Gretchen squirms and those arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Oh, he doesn't like him. Whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow. I guess I'll follow him. Still, look, he is just so serious. He has resting mean girl face. Oh, I see dog cookies over there. Dog cookies. Yeah, and the dog looks like he knows the exact position he's in. I really wish I knew how to speak to animals. Definitely gonna replay this game over again with different abilities. This game has such good replay value. And I'm barely even halfway in. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Street smart, whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression, a self-sustained and self-fulfilling prophecy. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Anthony? Everyone's been buzzing about you. Oh, the pastor. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Perlan's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves, we both know Perlan's in hell. I don't believe in afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about the ghosts? I've been hoping to find a priest. I like your gumption. I can't remember the last time someone around these parts actually wanted to find me. Is this about Perlan or perhaps your mother? No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of the closet to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? There were ghosts in the mines last night. There's been a lot of supernatural stuff happening the past few days. Are you calling Oscar a liar? I trust Oscar. You should come and contemplate ghosts. Proves that hunting. The ghost in the mines last night? Really? Are you sure you weren't just seeing something normal? Panic has a funny way of messing with perception. You mentioned Perlan being in a better place. Let's not kid ourselves. Sounds like she was awful. I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. I suppose that's true. People don't seem to think there's something wrong with you. I should go. It's nice meeting you. Back off, preacher man. People in town seem to think that there's something wrong with you. Are they calling me creepy again? I heard some folks like to tell little jokes like that. Some folks in town sure have an interesting sense of humor. But it's really funny. Anyway, I just thought I'd offer to lend an ear if you ever needed to talk through your feelings about Perlan's passing, or your mother's passing for that matter. I see what everyone meant. You got a vibe. The fact that he keeps on looking off to the side and all that, his hand in front of him, just not making eye contact, sounds like he has other intentions, but it is like he doesn't have the confidence to bring up what his intentions actually are. You got a vibe. It sounds lovely, thank you. I don't think you're creepy, everyone else is wrong. Let me just be kind. That sounds lovely, thank you. Oh, it does? That's great. The church doors are always open anytime you feel like you need someone to talk to. I've been told I'm an excellent listener, and of course, I've been trained in spiritual counseling, so I may be of help if you find yourself in a difficult place emotionally. I offered the same to Tabitha since she and my wife Janie are friends, but I think she's been a bit too busy to take up on it. Anyway, I hope to see you around. He waves, smiling wide as he walks up the stairs to join the crowd around Mayor Jimmy. Nothing to do now but to catch up with your companions. Go after them. You find them already talking to someone deeper in the library. This must be the Oscar you've heard so much about. Does he know that he owes you his daughter's life? Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark for 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it's the only time it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure that we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all gonna be the death of me. Oh, Oscar, this is Anthony, Tabitha's cousin. We really pulled through last night. Thank you so much. Last night was almost a disaster. I can't believe that after all that, you're helping me and Rosa again. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you're gonna call it? Call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting. But ghost infestation sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. Don't worry, Oscar, we'll fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. Yay! Friendship! I still don't think it's ghosts. I'm starting to get cold feet about this. I'm not gonna say that we'll fix this, because we're just random people. The power of friendship is so cringy. But I also love it. I also very much love it. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know that you all did your best to help her. Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's? Oh yeah, Anthony, we made dinner plans with our pal Reese yesterday. I'm sure his mom will be totally fine with an extra guest. Will she, though? Absolutely, and maybe we can even get him to come ghost hunting with us. You don't have that much time to kill before the evening activities, and you're going to need dinner. A free meal is a free meal. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside for grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I didn't know where he finds so many. I think he just really wants people to like him, street smart. He comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. When you put it like that, that's his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. He's not normal. And I don't mean that in the stigmatizing mental illness type of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him, and that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. You know what? I had a feeling about him when I met him by his body language, by just his body language. But now these two are saying they both have not just a bad feeling, but a siren going in their head. Like they get the feeling that they need to step away from him, that they need to be as far away from him as possible. I do find him more suspicious because I do think, and this is, I'm not sure if this is a stereotypical thing to say, but I do think women do have like this sort of like sixth sense for danger. So if a woman says they have a bad feeling on someone, it's best to trust that feeling. It's absolutely best to trust that feeling. And if you don't want to be near a guy and they make you feel like you're in danger, then yeah, you should trust that feeling. And if a woman tells that to me about a guy, then I would stay away from that guy as well. Tom feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I hope Tabitha winds up coming. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how fun it would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she goes along tonight, you two will finally get along. No. Let me take a sip of my tea, excuse me. Gotta wet my palate. Okay, I won't remind her. I'm reminding her. I'll put the reminder anyways, but secretly. Reminder anyways, but secretly. There's gonna be a ghost hunt. I want her to show up. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. I kind of immediately regret being secretive about it. I actually do immediately regret being secretive and texting secretly. I should have just outright said I should have. There's no point of me being secret about it if I had a chance to just outright say I was going to do it, but oh well. You find yourself in front of what must be Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're here a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? What if she yells at us? She'll yell at us. It's too late, the door swings open. Hey, Reese. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Anthony, right? Stella told me you were coming. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as he tries to get between them. Are they here already? Oh, the doctor. I knew you'd show up early, Stella. You brought another guest, the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer up Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy chewed dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tucks Stella away towards the van. She is the mama. Mama runs the house. Mama's rules. Also surprised that you have a doctor's salary and you live in this rundown house place. Sorry to insult your home, but yeah, it seems really rickety. Dr. Kelly quietly eyes you while the three of you wait. We keep running into each other, huh? Must be a sign. Fancy seeing you here. Hi, Dr. Kelly. Hi, Doan. I trust dogs. What does a Gretchen like you, Reese? Be silent. I'm going to say the hot things. But if it ever actually says flirt, I'm probably not going to do that since I'm trying to charm up Stella. Yeah, it's a sign that this town is small and that Stella is making my life difficult. Now, come on in, let's get this over with. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wanted into a real estate showing. Oh, okay, so the place looks raggedy on the outside, but it looks great on the inside. Okay, I can get down with that. All right. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. Excuse me. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. We can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. If you have to say you can still see the floor, then you need to clean your room. If that's your excuse, you can still see the floor. Man, oh dear my. It says that there's about to be an ad break again in the next 7 seconds. Let me continue on, just in case the ad break doesn't actually happen to some people. Let me just keep on reading. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't like a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Okay, so he lives in this basement. Okay. This is the basement of a tortured artist. Discarded canvases line the edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out in their creator. So he's an artist. He draws horror. He draws horror stuff. But yeah, if there's trash all over the floor, yeah, you need to do some cleaning, my guy. If your excuse was you can still see the floor, then yeah, you gotta do some cleaning, my guy. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Explore, hot. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. That should be amazing. Though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until that late at night. I noticed Stella looking this way the moment I said that. I'm like, hey, I can be a model for you, hey, and Stella's like, ooh, my man's gonna be posing nude, ooh. Alright. Yeah, but if that's not a deal breaker, it would be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company, and I hope I can do your likeness justice. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Hey, yes, hey, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, Stella, yeah, you want to see me model, Stella? Your mom is scary. Your mom looks out for you, so Stella told you about everything that's happened. Your mom looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she's a little harsh, that she means well. It's like you said, she's been just looking out for me. Flirt. I don't think you need her, but there's plenty of other people out there who love to dote on you. I shouldn't flirt. Stella is right there. I only want to flirt with Stella. So I'm not going to say that. I get that. She's just worried about you. I guess Kanika has a point, though. She's a little controlling. She's kind of hot. No, I'm not going to say that. She's just worried about you. Are you sure it's not just that I did something wrong and she's never forgotten and will hold it against me until the day I die? Is there? Is there? You tell me, is there? That sounds a little too specific. Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says you have a good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She really said that? Well, then I can't imagine how mean she must be to people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Does she say things about me? Do you want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no. I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. So I still told you everything that happened? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know, he gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. Is that why you're so skinny and scrawny? You look really, really scrawny. There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really do to rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Do you have any thoughts? Yeah. Yeah, they've been coming to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Oh, yep, those are the faces. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in this room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. It's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be a rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she'd had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think is going on with Wayne? Who? You know, the guy who's been following Anthony around being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slosher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he's got going on. I like how he knows. He's the sack over his head. The sack over his head, because if you've ever watched Friday the 13th Part 2, yeah, Jason originally had a sack over his head. He didn't have the hockey mask at first, he had a sack over his head. So yeah, I appreciate that about Reese, he knows. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. What are you sick with? Jesus, Anthony, coming right in with that one. We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. I'm curious. It's okay. I've come to terms with it. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. ... You haven't, right? No, not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep down most of my food. My skin's always itches like there's some worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time, no one knows. But I'm definitely not getting any better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning, and my best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do with you. We'll all join the worms one day. What's your diagnosis, though? I feel like this would be prying. Like, I want to ask this. I want to ask this really, really badly. I feel like that would be prying into his personal business. What's your diagnosis, though? Quick save, quick save, quick save. In case that ends up being too mean. I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating because it's not any one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. I guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it's not all bad. Some of it's just weird, like this. Rule pulls on the skin of his arm, it's stretching unnaturally. Wow. Hyperelasticity, kind of cool, right? Okay, now give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment, y'all. I really do need to turn on my AC because I'm dripping. I just started dripping. Legit. Dripping from the heat. So let me take a moment to BRB. I'm going to BRB and turn on my AC just for a little bit and let it cool down in my room. I'm gonna BRB just to put my AC on full blast. And when I come back, I'm gonna not turn it off completely, but I'm going to put it on low, just so it's not too much of a disturbance. So pardon me, BRB everybody, I'm turning on my AC. Pardon me. Okay. Alright. I've cooled down. I still got a little bit some sweat marks on my shirt and stuff. But I'm cooled down enough to keep playing. You may be hearing a humming sound in the background, but that's just me trying not to have a heat stroke. Also, during that little break, my sister came in and brought dinner with me. Very, very yummy looking dinner, mind you. It's some sort of, it looks like a taco bowl. She bought me a taco bowl. Beef, beans, cheese, rice, greens. Yummy. Only thing it's missing is a crunchy tortilla. But yeah. Let's continue. So yeah, this guy has some elastic skin. Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Rex. You go way back. Wanna come go something? Alright, let's talk about your art. Your art. Slap these bad boys in a mug, you can make a buck or two. Street smart. That's what I keep telling him. If you posted these online somewhere, you can get big, man. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work makes millions off it. I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody had retroactively given my life value. Or you could sell them while alive and enjoy the fruits of your labor while you still exist. That sounds complicated. I'd rather just spend my time painting, leave the hard work to someone else. That's quite a movie collection you got. Got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shinochi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar after this. We promised we'd ghost bust at his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support somehow. I take a rain check on that movie, though. I'll take a rain check. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Anthony. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back? Almost to the womb. School here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks, and were stuck with them through the whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here. To be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Wanna come ghost hunting with us? I probably shouldn't ask a sick person to come with us. Dinner's gonna be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands. With soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. I already watched. I'm not. Now, I may be street smart, but I'm not gonna lie and say I already washed my hands. You gotta be clean. Everybody here, you gotta learn to be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Be clean. Yes, ma'am. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house, but more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh, open the door, open the door, open the door. Is there any other options? Open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door. Fine. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, just clean the doorknob. There's something compelling about this door. Should I go with street smart? Like, I want to say there's something compelling about this door. Yeah, let me not lie. Something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. I don't want to return to her. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind this door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Interesting. There's probably something odd behind that door, and she knows it. She knows it. She has something hidden in that room. I know it. She's trying to keep me away from it. Though I am very glad she grabbed me and yanked me away from it. I was in a trance. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner roll, spaghetti, and a light salad. Ooh, I love spaghetti. Kanika anxiously picks at our food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, and his shoulders tight as his mother perches at the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She's like, I hate you. I hate all of you. That's what she looks like. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light as the setting sun in the window behind her. Street smart, given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you and Stella and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets toward Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. If you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know why. No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. I am not saying that. But then again, no, I'm not saying that. Small talk, the danger. About Reese. Does no one in this town have two parents? I feel like that's a little bit too cut dry. Now, what exactly does he have? It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. Do you think Reese might feel better if we got to see more people often? Reese is a talented archer. You should be very proud of him. You should be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. I notice that he calls her doctor, not mom. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not a good dinner talk. It can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine with talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. You can feel the tension in the table start to rise. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. Do you think it might make Reese feel better if he got to see other people more often? No. I'm his doctor and his mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of shitty. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, you might have even come ghost hunting with. Ooh. Ow, jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say that next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens. It was worth it. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. I feel like this is rude to say. So let me just not say it. Return. There's no need for everyone to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. Yeah, let me say the hot thing. No need to be so tense. Everything's okay. We're all just here to have a nice dinner. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, it's fine. Is it, or am I being interrogated in my own home by a guest I met yesterday? In Anthony's defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple of days. There are a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat off once you put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what's going on out there. I don't care if it agitates me. And look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. All right, I'll try and give it a chance. You know, I think I saw it. No, I'm not saying that. Talk about Reese, small talk, the danger. Small talk. Food's really good. Jeez, I still feel so hot. I have my AC on, but I have it on low. Sheesh. Damn. Give me a quick moment, y'all. Oof. Okay. Why didn't you want me to poke around the clinic? Thanks for putting this together. I appreciate you. You really look like you don't want us here. Like you don't want us here, and yet you're still letting us have dinner with you. You still cook for us. Thank you. I don't usually have to cook for so many people, but I'm just glad that there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what I used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers, eating me out of the house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through, honestly. It was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Well, we're still in Kanika like as kids. Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects. Videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imaginations that week. Like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the dog could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at nights. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Well, do no Tabitha. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? You seem awfully guarded about me checking that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Anthony is just joking, right, Anthony? You know, I can't say I've ever felt drawn to this place before, but the scenery is starting to make it feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think of getting any ideas from Anthony? No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Anthony, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built out of the Civil War era hospital, right? And it was a TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted, now drop it. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better. If your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors, I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder it went at that old Edwardian tied so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. Return. Small talk of the danger. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he was just missing. No, Duke, he's definitely died. I saw the footage. Yeah, I saw it for myself in person, so did Anthony. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods, the ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This is one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there were no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom, outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure there aren't just raccoons? Or stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going on in Scarlet Hollow. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's making eye contact. Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations? Have you seen any sick animals lately? Have you seen any sick animals lately? Only in the first episode have we seen animals with growths, strange growths on them. We have yet to see them again. So have you seen any sick animals? I'm a doctor, not a vet. Did someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them I was what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow. Excuse me. For a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, Stella filmed some weird stuff on Monday, including some pupating. Something pupating inside one of Duke's chickens. What if the cow had the same sort of parasite? You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or it could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. You feel like you're having a conversation, the more you feel like you're turning on eggshells. Oh well. Well, let me keep it simple. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Just one thing. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Anthony around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some weird illness in the mines. He basically looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. I don't know anything about any illnesses or nothing, or hallucinations, so just return. I'm still not gonna say that's weird. No. Oh, do you know how my aunt died? She suffocated. Tabitha said she suffered from sleep apnea, and at your late aunt's age, it can be deadly. She should have come in more often. If she let me know she was having trouble sleeping, we could have worked on a solution, and who knows, maybe she'd still be there. No one in the holler thinks they need a doctor until they're 6 feet under, I swear. Yeah, let me just remain silent. So, we're here talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Anthony is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not much better. Not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in that basement alone, just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. He stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain, wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence at Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All this does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him, I know that. And he knows it too, but all any of you would do is to get in the way. So just leave. Please. I don't think I know... I don't think I don't know what something is up here. Don't think we know anything. Something is up. We have stuff to do anyways. You seemed fine before dinner. Sorry, we'll get out of your way. I don't know something is up there. I don't care what you think, I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, there was something behind that door calling to me, hypnotizing me. So there's definitely something in that house that she doesn't want me to see. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your face. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It's like I was being forced to break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night before you had that seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like something from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot has happened, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was something that was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Anthony got. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? She never turned her back again towards him. Excuse me. Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has been every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she'd have sat between us and him. She'd had her back to the window. That's interesting. If anyone should be afraid of anyone in the house, Reed should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth for this for a while. Let's go grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if running away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you in menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of town is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Street smart. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through a mental list of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you'd make it to the end. Who are you kidding? The hot ones usually go first. If anyone has a final girl destination, it's Stella or Kanika. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding, and the meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy it was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. I hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. Sorry to hear that. It's okay. It just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I finally come fully loaded. I got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies, and a paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug-out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in... I'm sorry. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after that night, I'm more than ready to try again. This whole town is a big supernatural death trap. Last night was weird, I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about the mine collapse. Don't know what we saw. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there, I can't really be sure of anything. I heard or saw wasn't just part of a long drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof that we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that the rocks were shifting around us proceeding as a cave-in. One of these things is just slightly more likely than the other. Yo, don't rush off ghost hunting without Zane. No way I'm gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted by my own mortality for the first time yesterday, and so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to cease my troubled mind. Now, let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Let me drink more of my tea. Hold on. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, didn't you? Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew what was in there. What do you think? What do you think is in there? The way you're saying it like that. It's best left to the adults. Exactly. It could get dangerous in there. Just hang out in the library, and we'll have this taken care of in a few hours. Come on, Daddy. We're letting Zane tag along. Alexis and I deserve to be there, too. She's got a point, Mr. G. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave. Thanks, Dad. Let's get our house back. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and the stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. Okay, it looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up the camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika So Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin along anymore. On any more of your little hijinks without me. Tabby, I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Anthony. After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Wait, Anthony, you invited her? Wow, Anthony, you really brought the whole gang together today. I have every right to be here, Kanika, and my family built this place, you know? Yeah, I know. We all know. Anthony, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She wants to make sure I don't get hurt. What? I like her. We're friends. I'm just play-sitting her. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If y'all are going to drag Anthony into dangerous situations every night, you have to deal with having a chaperone. Got it? Yeah. She's definitely hiding some things, and she's mean about it, but she is being protective. She's legit actually being protective. She's just saying mean words at the same time. She's being what's called a tsundere, I believe the word is called. She's being a real tsundere. Yeah, sure, the mine was definitely dangerous, but a haunted house, come on, this is one of the least dangerous things that someone can do. It's basically a slumber party. I don't know, Kanika. I usually don't see much action out in the woods. You know, Anthony and I wound up in a pretty hairy situation Monday night. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly. I'm not underestimating how much danger Anthony can find himself in, even while walking through a perfectly normal house. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or is it suddenly feeling colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. If it manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? If the ghost manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen a stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him, maybe before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even there, if there was something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified, sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Okay, and it looks like there's gonna be another ad break, everybody. Another ad break up and coming. It's coming in 30 seconds. Some of you, like my buddy Therain, says it might not come up, but I have a cellular device here set up, and whenever the ad break does happen, I see it on my cellular device. So it might happen, it might not happen, but I want to continue. I want to keep on reading as the ad break happens. So I'm gonna continue. I feel a presence. Come on, ghost. Let's see some action. I'm scared. Let's just leave. Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up. No. Just being shy. Are you sure there's really a ghost? Waste some time here. Let's go to Rosalina's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from out here, right? Wait, are you actually scared or something? You're an adult with a child. Grow up. Shut it, Tabitha. No one wants your opinion. Stella, I've been meaning to ask, do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we found one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, and a bunch of salt in some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use a Ouija board and politely ask it to leave. Really? Really? That's your choice. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't like the thought of opening the door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Take a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Staying on the floor, yeah. That feeling again, like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on the top of the stain. Yeesh. That's gotta be tough to scrub out. Does that county own this house? Do they know how about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I know. I don't see how that's relevant. Oh, the house is so messy. So unbelievably messy. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The state is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. It just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How am I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing out the carpet? It's possible to see pipe leak in the floor. Are you sure? Ghost blood. Have you tried tearing out the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with the carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than the government take me to court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe on the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but that some kind of structural damage seems to be likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like that much of a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written under there. In blood! Only one way to be sure. Still exactly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Wow, just like that. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Oh wow. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained a reddish brown. Let me sip my tea, because I'm feeling some phlegm. There's some phlegm in my throat at the moment. Alright. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Hatch, no. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house, at least. We weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Y'all know about last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area underneath the house. The water dissolved the chalk, the caulk around the edge, and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Wait, how'd you test it? Well, you tested it wrong. They both agree. Triple dot. It can't be blood, right? Nika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. I would like to know how you tested it for being blood. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor, and someone tried to seal it up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room. I need to know what's down there. Have you considered that they have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh, do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Ooh. The sudden darkness kind of jump scared me a little bit. The big thunk. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, but your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin. Each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up in here? Where's everyone? Did we pass out again? Is there a gas leak in the basement or something? Oh, you're here too. I noticed that the painting that was right there isn't there anymore. Some friend Stella turned out to be. She keeps ditching me. It's feigning some kind of weird family thing. It's a ghost. Okay, what the hell's going on? This gas leak. Is this a family thing? Is there a genetic condition that I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? So yeah, Stella opened that door, and then we both just passed out. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right, that there shouldn't be a door here. Wait, we're not done ghost hunting. What if the others have passed out in Oscar's house and somewhere deeper in the library? There shouldn't be a door here. Clearly, whatever was in the basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. Two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Yo, what the hell is that thing? Okay, that's a goat. That's a goat, but what's that? All these plants look weird. Something isn't right. It feels like late summer afternoon, and the air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. I must have taken shrooms. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. Creature behind the thorns, the one that's bowing still. Oh, there it is right there, yeah. Yeah, one of the ditchlings. Punch Tabitha. Punch Tabitha. First, explore. Tabitha, tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. Ew. This is so cool. Pinch her. Let's call the cops. Did we die? Let's call the police. Let's snitch. Let's call the popo. I think this might be above their pay grade. I have a better idea. Ashley steps into the brush and anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. She is at an odd angle as she steps over here. A very, very odd angle. It doesn't look like she should be able to stand there, and yet there she is, standing there. Like she's on sideways on the hill, like gravity is shifted for her right there. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin's cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait. Do you hear music? Oh, hello. Stella? Movement stirs as a figured cloak in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. The Oscar said, counting over this place. Is this what ghost hunts usually like, huh? Stella, you scared me. Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that name in a while. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. That's not what I said. And you gotta be kidding me. Play along. Okay, let me be street smart since I'm a street smart character. Yeah, alright, Edwardine. Can you show us the way out? Don't encourage her. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have showed up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to cross Father. I shall be away at once. Okay, what is this? Some kind of scene? Okay, great job, you got me. You can stop now. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I don't think this is Stella. I think Stella's possessed. If there is Stella, she's possessed, and she's just repeating things that were said once by the spirit in their lifetime. It really does sound like they're just repeating things that they said in a different conversation. Shut up, shut up. This is getting old real fast. It's getting old real fast. I agree, we should try to find an exit or something. I've had enough. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella, I promise. Ooh, soup. She's gone along with the shadow at the corner of the room. Come on. We must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We have to go after Stella. I don't think we're in the woods. Hell no, I'm not going back to the house. Do you need to hold my hand? Are you scared? Hold my hand. I'm scared. We should hold hands for safety. Not because either of us is scared. We should hold hands, but I'm concerned about Stella. Stella! Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm and pulling you back the way you came. Ah. Where did the annex go? Let's try the door. But there can't be anything behind it. It's just standing there. You ignore her, walking towards and reaching for the doorknob. Bigger door. Bells ring and a cacophony rages outside. I see the shadow creature right there. And there's, yeah, shadows outside. The paintings seem to be alive. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Yeah, I'm seeing hands. It has hands. You see the hands? The little hands right here? Are you kidding me? Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry. Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on the rail too. Maybe an example of the whole family. You kids should have just stayed in the library. I can't believe we're gonna have to rescue you again. Do you think it hurts them? Here we go again. Grab Tabitha and turn around and just leave. Should stay in the library. Wouldn't that be nice? People staying where they're supposed to. Pete, please, he's only a child. He'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. There were only children, too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. Oh, do you have something to say? You know something? They sound like parents of the miners, of the child miners. The whole collapse in the Shaw mine, where we were last night. I shouldn't have to put this together for you. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Maybe the ghost is trying to tell us something about the collapse. Maybe Charles Shaw was the only one responsible. Yeah, I think that's it. Stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I know nothing, had nothing to do with it. So you admit that the Scarlets had a hand in the collapse. I think the ghost might feel differently. You're right, the ghost should really let you gotta help them let it go, but no. You admit the Scarlets had a hand in the collapse? I don't know. Do you think that's something they tell their kids? It doesn't even matter anyways. What's done is done. It's not like we can change what our ancestors did, if they even did it. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. I wonder where they're going next. People keep talking to us. Who are we supposed to be? I think this is supposed to be a husband, this is supposed to be the wife, and we're supposed to be a child. We've been called Charles twice now. We're probably supposed to be the same person we were in the last room. So we're gotta be playing the ghost, right? Back when it was alive. This must be right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to learn to keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front doors stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? That's a good question. Friend of the family. Not that it matters, though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we do now? There's so many ditchlings here. You know what? I didn't really notice the ditchling right there. I did not notice that. So many ditchlings here. Yeah, they are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. Let's put our heads together. What do we do now? We know that we can't leave, and we know what we're that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell, and whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table is for us right now to keep doing what it wants to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe it'll figure out a way to escape. You're right. The only way to get to the end of this, shall we? You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. Another ditchling here. There's the shadow again. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Oh, hold on. My darling, lovable, precious, adorable younger sister just handed me, well, half of a bottle of sparkling water. I'm like, oh wow, she's actually giving me a glass bottle of sparkling water. Here, listen to this. That's me tapping my ring against the bottle. A glass bottle of sparkling water. Well, it's only half. Should I drink this? You really shouldn't drink carbonated liquids when you have to do a reading, but let me taste. Definitely carbonated and definitely water. Not much flavor. No flavor at all. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Is that tinny or tiny? No, tiny is with one N. Tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. What magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we are sorry. Kanika, you poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Is it just me, or does that shadow keep getting closer? Oh god. Kanika, I'll get you out of here, I promise. I want to get off this ride now. Okay, fine, I'll watch the little play. Who's this supposed to be? These scenes are all scattered. If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. That shadow is getting closer. It's not just you. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Everdeen and Charlie, the plot thickens. Who's this supposed to be? That's all I want. Actually, all I want is to get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? I don't think playing along does anything at this point. So Everdeen and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it out. It doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name is not Charles. Man, this haunted house is so realistic, kind of. So realistic. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for a lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you would ever be happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be just the two of you? What do you know about Enoch? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. What happened to our parents? We talked about this, assuming this ghost is Charlie. Its parents were driven out of town after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. Were you not paying attention? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Street smart. I don't trust whoever this lady is. She's got some kind of ulterior motive. Agreed. Clearly this dude should never have taken whatever she has handed him. Anybody who did this is a sucker. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find out. Let's find a way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end, or until we die, whichever. Because before the two of you can leave, the smell hits you. Sweating a suffocating flesh, with a tinge of the saccharine and a stomach-churning scent of decay. There you are. Oh, hey, it's Wayne. Hey, Wayne! I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Oof! Just walking on a hedgeling. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Just stomps on them. Damn. Ooh, damn. Okay. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk. Okay, he said that he wants to protect me. That's what he said. I talked to him. He said he's protecting me and he will come and help me out if I'm in actual danger. That's what he said to me. How'd you get in here? Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex. Quick, Tabitha, let's team up against him. Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? Yeah, let me ask. Are you Sam Wayne or are you something else? Stop asking it questions. Just stop interacting with the thing at all, okay? So cold, Tabitha. After everything we've been through, to have you treat me like a stranger. Shut up. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Anthony. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, what was her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon. If she makes it out of here alive, hey, yo, if you want to help me, but leave her out of this. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Hey. Stella. Hey, are you still into him? Because I wouldn't mind shooting my shot. No, I'm not saying that. You either know something about Wayne that I don't know, or you have pretty interesting coping mechanism. Yeah, why did you immediately say it, when you should have recognized that person as the person you already know? That thing isn't Sam Wayne. Couldn't you smell it? Can we please go and just drop it? I don't want to spend another second thinking about what we just saw. So you think that was a zombie? The two of you step out from the brush and into the long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Oh, it's this guy. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Oh, there's that shadow right there. Ooh, right above us. Oof. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. Does it need to be making that noise? That sounds like one of the head crab zombies from Half-Life. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So this is the dad, played by the dad. It looks especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else could understand what we were saying, I wonder if he can hear us. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. What bullshit. Strike a nerve? Something on your mind? People really need to learn how to let things go. Something on your mind? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. Is that a fact, or is that just what you've been told? It's the history books. It's a fact. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't have to put a ball in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared, not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be Shaw? I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. Do you think that's why he's getting close to Edwardine? Wait, this is after the scene of the Rosalina, after the scene of Stella? Things didn't really pan out. Seriously, that groaning in the background is more annoying than it is scary. Like, legit, that's more just annoying. I'm guessing this request didn't even really pan out. I don't think we'd get here. We'd be here if it did. Damn it, boy. I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. And at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I guess I promised. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking a little pile of balls with him. This ghost is so full of it. She seems to be getting really used to the situation. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the blood, leaving you to follow. Like she did not even hesitate to just don't go into this little hole here. I guess I'll follow her. Oh, and there's Stella, and there's the shadow. Looks really big. Either it's really, really close to us, or it's just really, really big. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the end of the table. I think I'm going to be sick. Okay, so the shadow is really just up close to us, since we're underneath a table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're supposed to be kids now. No more puppets. This one is extra creepy. Is she doing a baby voice? I guess we're supposed to be kids now. Yeah, I guess this is before everything else we saw. Hopefully that means it's almost over. I'll try to keep it away from my brother if he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know. You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Dang, even Possessed Stella is trying to monetize hobbies. We're nearing the end of things. Do we have a plan yet? If you're asking that question, then the answer is no. I'm waiting to see what happens once the show is over. A traveling show, and you'd want me there too? Oh. Could we go to towns along the beach? I heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish we could go back in time all those years ago and tell them what we know. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. ... There. Are we done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get another word. Oh? Oh, they're all hanging. Or floating, one of those. It's a huge theater. He's puppeting them all? Treating them like marionettes. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? Why are you asking that? Are you scared? I'm scared. You should open it. Open the door. Just open it. Let me just get to it. It falls open. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Owie. Oh, one of these doors again. From the mines. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Oh. Push down the stairs. Owie. Eddie? Oh. Why, woman, why? Why, woman? Why? Oh god, I'm so sorry. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. Dry heaving. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. So Aberdeen was the murderer. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Who was Aberdeen in relation to us? Are we in hell? Okay, everyone is missing and Suspended in an infinite void. Do we start walking or what? How do you know we're not related to Charlie? Who was Everdeen in relation to us? She was our great-grandmother. So Charlie was our great-grandfather. No, Everdeen had more than one child, and our grandmother, Mary Bell, was the eldest. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the timelines and the relations here. Everdeen has more than one child, and our grandmother, Mary Bell, was the eldest. Shit, okay, maybe I don't have a neatly constructed logical argument for why he can't be our great-grandfather, but someone would have told me. Why aren't these broken memories time-stamped? Yeah, that would be helpful. That would be so helpful. What now? A court system? A court? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to us? Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't even stepped foot in this town before a couple days ago. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. No, I'm sorry you died. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. Are you talking to us? Don't answer it. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Oh, it's one of those things. I really don't like these situations I see in stories. Your great grandfather committed a crime, therefore you are also evil. Like I don't like that. Sheesh. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Yeah, me too. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for you asks for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. Not gonna happen. It's only fair. No. It's absolutely not fair. You gotta be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father. Nope, I don't believe in that stuff. Are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! What happens if we refuse? First, I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would it be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? This isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day sooner than you'd like, we will die. And what happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? Oh, their faces came back to normal. Their faces. All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone can stumble across it. Why is it our problem? It wants something, doesn't it? I'm sorry, that's Sybil talking. It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I agree with Sybil, Tabitha. You should be the one to handle this. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. I'm with Tabitha. Neither of us should own the ghost of damn thing. Yeah, neither of us should do it. Straight up. Yeah, you heard him, Sybil. Neither of us are compromising with this thing. Now, can you get us out of here? Sybil sighs. Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished? Absolutely. This is not our problem. If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in the basement. Even if all of your senses are telling you otherwise, try closing your eyes and remembering where you are. You do as she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly the sounds of tactile sensations of the spirit realm feel much more distant, as though you've partially awoken from a terrible dream. Good. Now feel for the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping the air in front of you. Your palms meet wood with a solid thunk. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. I found it. You begin your ascent. Good work, you two. You're doing great. You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, seeing what feels like a superposition of the real. I'm sorry, like a superposition of the real and the fake. Don't let it trick you again. Its powers are already struggling to maintain their grip on you. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate the spirit, Tabitha. You stumble through the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world swims closer and closer to being back into focus. The doors, come on, I think we're almost there. You and Tabitha fall towards the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Resolve the haunting without using a special trait. Reject the burden of your family's sins. Yeah. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. Finally, we're out of the funhouse. But the spirit remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. It spread from the annex to the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subjected to its torment. Not my problem, not Anthony's problem. I don't want anyone else in town to experience that. That was awful. Well, board out the place and say there was a gas leak. There, fixed it. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't have to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost would let you back in for a do-over? Hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there. The impending doom coming for this town is more important than the single ghost. I have to do my best. I have to be at my best if I'm going to get to the bottom of this. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal with that in the heat of the moment. I'm sorry. I don't think I could have handled the uncertainty of death hanging over me for the rest of my life. I couldn't trust that ghost to uphold its end of the deal. I wasn't about to give up part of my life for a house. I wasn't about to give up, recommends for something I didn't do. I was about to give up part of my life when Tabitha was right there. Maybe the government can rent you another house. All this stuff. Hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there. Of course not, it's just a house. We don't even own it. I'm not going to let you sacrifice years of your life for a rental. Even if we owned this place, the house was asking for quite the down payment. It's done, Anthony. We all should just accept what happened and move on. Don't let your pride get in the way of a roof, Oscar. I'm really sorry we couldn't get rid of your ghost, Oscar. Is there a room at the estate? Any ideas, Tabitha? Don't let your pride get in the way of the roof. Oscar sighs. You're right. Okay, fine. Your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for the miners, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know the old Maxwell place? What? You can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Look, I'll tell you what. I won't even make you pay rent for the first month. Consider it repayment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of a ghost that wasn't causing any problems until the two of you lived there. That's funny. I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Your cousin furiously pulls out a keyring before picking one off and handing it to Oscar. Thank you. This really means a lot to me, Rosalina. Now, if all of you don't mind, I'm going to go home. I think I've had enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. To think that ghosts are actually real, I mean, I know that we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excitedly rattling off theories by now. Oh, she's just staying there, by herself. Doesn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's standing off by herself. Which is, like, fair. That'd be normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. Just outright ghost talk to her. I'm going to talk to her. Hey. Oh, hey, Anthony. You okay? I'm here if you need me. There was another one of those carvings in there. I guess ghosts are actually real. The child's gonna go wild for that stuff. You look shell-shocked. I'm here if you need me. I'm so sorry, Anthony. Oh, she's getting teary-eyed. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. No, not. I guess she hit her limit. She'll be fine. Should we go after her? Stella, I think she just needs some time for herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library now. There was another carving in there. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this, and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms. He vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It's actually kind of hot. I'm not saying that. He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. He crushed it under his foot. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. Did he say anything else to you? I don't need to trouble Anthony for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people, and the price is just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Anthony. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of people, Anthony. We won't let this ruin Oscar. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghosts go away, right? The mines were boarded up, and that made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even folks believe us. That'll just make them want to investigate it for themselves. Let's take a page out of top of this book. Say that there was a gas leak in there, and that should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there any chance that goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's solid then. We bore it up. We say it was a gas leak. and just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do. Were you all conscious the whole time? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. What was it like being puppeted? We all glanced away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming